Hey everyone, Nathan back again doing another predictions video for The Walking Dead. This one is going to be doing The Walking Dead Season 4, Episode 5, Internment Episode Predictions. Alright guys, so again, to start this off, there will be spoilers, obviously, for the past 4 episodes or so, just, so I can predict what's going to happen during this episode. And yeah, if you haven't seen those episodes, obviously go watch them, and watch the review videos, predictions videos for those too as well up on my channel, so that'd be really cool if you guys could do that. I work hard on these every week to bring you them on time, and honestly, I almost forgot about this one. Halfway through Thursday now, and just kind of clued in. So, yeah, Season 4, Episode 5, Internment of The Walking Dead. Alright, so, as always, we start off with the synopsis of the episode. Alright, so multiple enemies put pressure on Rick and the group. Could this finally be breaking the point for the survivors and the prison? Okay, so we don't really know exactly what this means. It says multiple enemies put pressure on Rick and the group. Now, could this be enemies from the fallout from last week's episode where Rick basically banishes Carol from the group? Could Daryl come back, Rick tell them, and Daryl be really, really mad at Rick? Maybe Daryl leaves the group, goes to look for Carol. We don't really know. Multiple enemies. Could that be a hint at the governor? Could that be a hint, I guess, maybe taking the virus or the infected people by the flu? Could that be considered an enemy? Maybe the infection itself considered an enemy? Maybe something else could happen. Don't really know exactly what multiple enemies, suggest about pressure on Rick and the group. So, like I said, it could be Daryl, could be other people getting mad that Carol is gone, could be people dying from the sick, like from the flu or the cold or whatever it is. Virus, I guess, is how you would put it. But we don't really know exactly what multiple enemies is, so I guess we'll just have to wait until the episode airs. Alrighty, so, what I think's gonna happen, I'm not really sure. When Rick gets back to the prison, and when Daryl, Michonne, Tyrese, and Bob Stuckey get back to the prison, what kind of fallout is going to be happening? You know what I mean? Is there going to be fallout from Bob Stuckey? There's going to be obviously something there, right? Because he risked his life, basically risked that entire scavenging group's life, which was Daryl, Michonne, and Tyrese, for a bottle of vodka. And there's obviously going to be drama there, or, something happening there. So we don't really know exactly what's going to be happening there. Could they banish Bob Stuckey from the group? I mean, I guess that could happen. I don't see it happening as of yet. Honestly, I don't think that would happen because they just banished Carol. But they could tell Bob Stuckey just to leave. They could not let him go on any more runs, or obviously there's going to be something there that's happening. Okay, like Daryl seemed pretty pissed last week when when the whole alcohol thing came about, and risked basically the whole group's life for it. So yeah, there's going to be something happening there for sure. So we can definitely look forward to that. Now, as far as the Carol thing goes, the Carol situation. Next week, I do believe we might, next week, I don't think we're going to see Carol at all next week. Next week's episode. Maybe not the episode after that. Who knows when we're going to see her again. I think she's taking a little tiny bit of a break. She could come back next episode. Who knows? Daryl could go looking for her. He could find her. Anything like that. But what I think is going to happen next week, honestly, in my predictions, I think Rick is going to go to the prison, and he's not going to say anything at first, okay? He's going to wait at first to give everyone the medicine that him and Carol scavenged, and he's going to wait until Daryl, Michonne, Tyrese, and Bob Stuckey get back before they say anything. So will that be this episode? Most likely it probably would be this episode, where the whole scavenging from the college, where that group gets back to the prison. It probably will be this episode, because it's going to be... they left at the end of episode 2. The end of episode 3, or during episode 3. That's when they left. So this is going to be the third episode now that we see these scavengers out on the road. So I do believe that, they will return to the prison this episode, almost guaranteed. If not, it's going to be because they run into somebody dangerous. Maybe they run into the governor. I don't see that happening, perhaps. But, they could definitely run into another herd, or, something of that nature. They could run into Carol. I think that would be kind of funny. As they're coming to the prison, they run into Carol driving, and Carol just like, yeah, Rick just banished me. Hello, Daryl. How you doing? I think that would be kind of a cool confrontation. Daryl would definitely bring her back to the prison with him, for sure. But yeah, they will be returning this episode, almost guaranteed, and there is going to be fallout. So whether it's going to be at the end of this episode, when Rick's going to tell him, or maybe it's going to wait to the next episode, who knows? It's going to be within either this episode or next episode where Rick's going to tell him. Now, there's also two things that could happen with Rick. Rick could lie completely and say that, I don't know, Carol got bit, or he got disconnected from her, didn't know where she went, got left out there unintentionally, obviously. He could go that route. I don't know if he would, but he could. He definitely could. Seeing as though if he told Daryl would probably flip out, so he might take that into consideration. Realizing that he needs Daryl in his group. There also could be conflict of whether or not he wants to tell Tyrese exactly who killed Karen. Because as we've seen in previous episodes, Tyrese was like, you find who did this and you bring him to me, right? So, obviously, there's that possibility of whether or not he's going to tell Tyrese. If we're going with the option where he's lying to the group, saying he just got disconnected from her, or, something like that, I don't think he's going to be... I don't think he's going to tell Tyrese. That storyline's going to go unfinished, perhaps, per se. That he's not going to tell Tyrese if he goes that route. But, on the other hand, if he goes the telling the truth way, where, I banished Carol, I do think he's going to tell Tyrese and everybody else that Carol, he found out Carol is the one that, killed Karen and David, basically. He's definitely going to tell him that, if he goes the telling the truth way. So, whether or not he's going to do either or, it could really go either way. All things aside, Rick can consider what's best for the group. Daryl staying is obviously best for the group. But at the same time, he's kind of turned into a little bit of a pussy. He's definitely not badass Rick that we've been used to for the last 3 seasons. So, he could tell the truth. He definitely could. We just, we don't know. But if he does tell the truth, and he tells Tyrese that he banished Carol because he found out that she killed Karen and David, I think there's going to be conflict again between Rick and Tyrese, because Tyrese is definitely not going to like that he banished her. He wanted to deal with the person who killed Karen and David. Obviously him saying that, if you find who did this, bring him to me. You can definitely, pretty well predict exactly what he's going to do with the person that killed Karen. So yeah, if he goes telling the truth way, I think Daryl is going to leave and go look for Carol. Regardless, actually, I think Daryl's going to leave and go look for Carol. Even if Rick does lie and say, we just got separated, Daryl's definitely going to go out and try to find her. And if he does go the telling the truth way by saying, I banished her from the group, it's definitely going to be conflict between Daryl and Rick. I think they're going to get the whole infection thing with spreading out the medicine between the infected people, helping Glenn, helping everybody else that is infected. I definitely think they're going to give the medicine to them before they start this whole argument thing. So if there is going to be conflict between Daryl and Rick if he goes saying, I banished Carol, there's definitely going to be conflict between Tyrese and Rick if he tells Tyrese that he's, she's the one that killed Karen. Now, whether or not there's going to be a fight. Daryl's definitely going to go looking for her either way. If he tells Tyrese the truth about Carol killing Karen, wow, that's confusing. If he goes that way, Tyrese, I believe, is going to be really, really pissed off at Rick, but he is going to go and he is going to search. He's going to hunt down Carol at the same time that Daryl's out there trying to rescue her, you know. Whether Daryl will leave the group completely and just go with Carol, try to find Carol, then just be with her, or whether he's going to leave the group and then bring Carol back to the prison and basically, you know, tell Rick it's not your decision anymore, you gave up that right. Who really knows exactly what's going to happen between that? There's definitely going to be conflict. I think it would be really, really interesting to see Daryl looking for Carol to bring her back or to be with her, and Tyrese, I don't know, kind of chasing Daryl to go hunt Carol down. There's a lot of Errols in this show. Carol, Daryl, Karen, similar to Carol. Blah, blah, blah. Anyways, bunch of tongue twisters, but yeah. So the episode name, Internment. It's I honestly I had to look up the definition for internment because I honestly didn't know what it meant. So internment is the imprisonment or confinement of people, commonly in large groups, without trial. All right, so obviously this could be many, many things. So they could find Carol. They're maybe going to keep her prisoner. This could be, you know, pointing towards the infected people, the way they're getting kept in the cell block. The infected people could be thinking that they're basically left to die, and they could break out. You know, they could start a riot with their own people. You know, anything really could happen of that sort. Whether it's to do with the survivor, whether it's to do with like the infected people from the virus, or I don't know, maybe Carol, maybe Rick. You know, you made this banishment decision without anyone else's okay, and you know that's you can't do that, and maybe he doesn't. I don't know. I don't really see that happening, but I mean, I guess anything's possible. It could be to do with the governor. Could be to do this with the governor. We could see him, I don't know, maybe killing people. Again, obviously, imprisoning people. Kind of like Woodbury, but like a straight-on dictatorship. You know, something like that. I don't know. We could see really anything. It's really hard to say what's going to happen during this episode. But that's really all I got to say about this episode, you know. I already reviewed the synopsis of multiple enemies put pressure on Rick and the group. Again, this could be the infected people in Cell Block A. They could break out and start a riot with the rest of the group that are surviving because they don't think they're getting taken care of, or they're just left there to die. You know, we don't really know. You know, we don't really know. And suggesting that the title of the episode, Internment, is to do with, you know, imprisonment. They're in a prison, so, you know, anything could really happen. So that's basically it for now. I'm really, really looking forward to what's going to happen with Rick and Daryl and the whole situation with Carol. Really, really looking forward to that. Really looking forward to what's going to happen with Bob Stookie. I don't know if that's just going to be a drop-off storyline where they're just going to not really take it any further, kind of forgive and forget type thing, or, you know, what's going to happen. They could imprison Bob, you know, you risk our lives or something like that. But anyways, yeah, that's basically it for now. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Wasn't sure exactly what gameplay you were watching. Some sort of zombie gameplay, probably. And, yeah, if you guys did enjoy it, please hit this up with a like. And, definitely this Monday, which is November the 11th, I will be doing, again, another review video for Season 4 of The Walking Dead, Episode 5, Internment. So the review for this episode will be up on Monday, November the 11th, so look forward to that. The episode, Internment, Season 4, Episode 5, will be airing this Sunday on AMC, or if you're in the UK, obviously Fox or something like that. But yeah, guys, it'll be airing on AMC this Sunday, and I really am looking forward to it. So Yeah, just a reminder, I talk a lot about The Walking Dead, about my predictions. Leave in the comment section what you think is going to happen. If the comment section is working now, what you think is going to happen with this week's episode. Give your thoughts and opinions and talk amongst yourself or whatever you want to do. And also be sure to follow me on Twitter. Twitter's in the description. You can talk to me there. I tweet a lot. Follow me. So yeah, guys, that's basically it for now. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this episode prediction video. And if you did, like I said, hit it up with a like button. And I'll talk to you guys on the next one. All right, bye.